Hey guys, what's up? Today we're playing Pocket Rumble. It's a game that we were told would be out last March, the month the Switch came out. It's been out on Steam Early Access for a long time now, actually, since then. We actually did a video for, like a while ago about this game on Steam. Evan did a good job going over it. So if you want a good in-depth look at it for kind of where it was with Steam Early Access and just, I guess, a better look at the game in general, more of a deep dive, there's a link down in the description. You can check it out there. But today what we're going to do is pretty much watch me lose in this game. I'm not a big fighting game aficionado. I'm not. I understand the mechanics behind it for the most part when it comes to, standard fighting and, quarter circle forward, all that stuff. But I'm not, like, in tune with the fighting game community or just fighting games in general. I've just never been into them. Evan's much more into the fighting game stuff, and I'm sure he probably saw this right away and was on it. But he's been playing it on Steam for at least a year now. So he's much better at it than I am. Anyway, let's talk about Pocket Rumble a bit. It's out now on the Nintendo Switch. It's $10. They've been promising it for a while. It took forever, and now it's here, so you can play it. It does have some interesting options, including scan line opacity. I turned it all the way down because as you turn it up, it was actually a little distracting to me. I know some people like scan lines. I pretty much turned them off. Like, pretty much all the way down, it's off. There's a GGPO delay, and what GGPO is a netcode, a middleware netcode that was designed by people over at Shoryuken.com, I believe, and it's designed to be as near lagless as possible for online battles or online fighting. It's been used for a couple games now. I know Injustice, I think, used it, Injustice 2, and then we also had games like Killer Instinct use it as well. This is using that, so this should at least give you a relatively good experience online. Now, as for actually being good at the game, that's a whole other story. In fact, I'll show you guys here. So some of the things I like about this game is it is a 2-button fighter, which sounds extremely simple, right? Well, it's kind of not. And also the computer is ridiculous. There's no mercy with the computer. So actually, let's fight against the computer so you guys can watch me get beaten up by them. You're gonna notice there's not a ton of characters, right? There is 8 characters, as you see here. But the thing about the characters is I noticed that they're all very, very different. Let me talk to you for a minute about some of these characters. This is a character here that I've actually been playing as. He has a sword. It's there, Hector. And I actually liked playing as him. There's also, of course, your standards. There's Tenchi, who's kind of like the Ryu, I guess, sort of. He has like the fireball and everything. Naomi. And I'm going to play as Hector to get started. And I guess the computer can just be random. There we go. Play as June. And you're going to see pretty quick how this works, provided the computer gives me a chance to do anything. That's the thing you're going to notice. The computer is relentless in this game. But basically you have... Whoa. So you can see right away she has some interesting abilities that I don't have. Which is good because it's not your typical down forward, or anything like that. You do have those in the way of you basically hit diagonal down. And I can't even have a chance to really talk much about the game. I don't even know if there is much of a difficulty slider or anything, so it's hard to talk about it there. I could turn all the way down, I guess, if there was one. Anyway, you have different abilities in that it's basically you hold down forward and you have your 2 different hits. Ooh, and for him, he can actually heal himself, which is really cool. So let me... I talked to a couple other people who are playing this, and they were like, if you try to play against the computer and talk on the camera, it's going to be really hard. And I kind of agreed with them because you need some serious, concentration against the computer. So let me actually back out here so I can show you in the training mode. Let me back out. Can I back out? That's the better... Oh, I probably have to choose, and then I can back out. So... There's a couple different special moves, and there is a full tutorial also, which was nice. You can go to training. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. We'll actually choose Tenchi for this, and make him orange. There we go. Go up against Quinn. And the way it works with the fighting mechanics, you can also turn on hitbox stuff, which is cool. You have 2 different punches. So you have basically, for the Switch Pro Controller, A and B. And you have your dashes and everything in and out. And in order to do your special moves, you actually hit down and basically the diagonal down right and the diagonal down and left, and then you press and hold A or B, and it'll make you do your special like that, as you can kind of see. And it's interesting. You also have your meter that fills up at the bottom left, and that will let you do different special moves and everything as well as you go. So you have combos you can do. It's very, very in-depth. Like, you have invincibility frames, which was kind of cool to see. So they definitely took some time. Like, when he turns white there, that's an invincibility frame where you actually are invincible and can go through things and everything. So they took a lot of time with their characters. There's my special. It's A and B and down and forward for him. And it's pretty cool the way they do that. But man, it is an extreme. This is a very technical fighter. They expect you to know how to do a lot of this stuff, and it gets very, very in depth when you really start playing online, which makes for some cool. It makes for some really cool fights when people know what they're doing, and they're not like me who doesn't know what they're doing. Let me play through the arcade for a minute. We'll see if we can get any wins against the computer. I'm gonna go red with Hector. Maybe that'll help me. But for $10, I was actually pretty happy with how this performs. It's obviously not like breaking barriers or anything with visuals. Obviously, nothing like that. There, oh man, I actually hurt myself with Hector. It's not breaking barriers or anything like that. When it comes to visual style, it's a very basic looking game, but the frame rate is solid, and it's more for old school people who like fighting games that are more just about the fighting and not like the visual presentation, you know, where they're trying to get all flashy with a lot of stuff. There are people who just like old school style games like that, you know. So that's something I can appreciate there. Oh man, let me see if I can actually do something here with Hector. Oh. So I believe if I actually do a special and then I heal like that, there we go. I can actually get some healing going on, and let's see if I can jump around. Nope, okay. There we go, got him. So Hector's cool because he has a dash through and then he stabs them, and then he also has a dash backwards and he can stab back. So if he tries to jump in, I could do like this dash back and then hit him like that, which is kind of cool. But his health seems to drop a lot. I will say that. You can get hurt pretty easily with him, which is something that people are talking about online with him. So everyone has kind of their own strategy, which is cool. So if you, like Hector can heal himself, of course, which is good for people who end up losing a lot of his health. I'm not very good at all with the game, like I said, but I can at least understand why he would have a healing ability to heal himself as he takes damage and as you kind of sacrifice health for him. So that's kind of a cool concept with him. And like I said, you see kind of a lot of characters have these different abilities. And they just fight so differently. It's just really neat. Like I said, Evan really liked the game when he played it, which is cool because he's very into fighting games. Him and Sean are really into fighting games. I'm not. I'm more of, like I said, a Halo shooter kind of guy, or RPG kind of guy. But I can understand why people like it so much. And I'm really curious what other people think about this game as it's come out. It just took so long to come out. It really did. Tenchi is, like I said, your classic character that a lot of people I see talk about and play as. I don't know if he's the beginner player, and maybe I'm playing as someone who's not a beginner character. I should have asked Sean who he was playing as. I would have been really curious to see that. Oh, got him, nice. So occasionally, I get a win occasionally here and there. And I've only tried out 2 or 3 of the characters in depth because from what people were saying, you have to really, really play as all the different characters to get the hang of them and see who you like the most. I'm stuck in the corner. There we go. I've noticed that too. I can get stuck in the corner pretty easily and then I get taken out. There we go. Got a heal going. Oh, okay. So let me know what you guys' characters are if you're playing it or if you've thought about it. Or I'm also curious if people have fallen out of this game because it took so long to come out. It took a while to come out. It really did. And I'm curious if a lot of people kind of lost touch with this game and weren't as interested now because it took so long. That could be, I mean, we're already at the point now where we have fighting games like the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection and everything that came out, right? So I'm curious if people just lost touch with this game because there was a point in time where people were really hyped for this thing, you know? They really wanted to see this game come out. But I'm concerned that a lot of people just don't care as much now because of this, because it took so long to come out. So I'll be curious. All right, there we go. Does that... Nope, round 3, okay, round 4. I took 2 wins. I feel mildly accomplished, actually. No, I think it just takes time to get better at this game, right? People were saying that online. It just takes time to get better at the game and get the mechanics down, because The one complaint I've seen is the computer has no mercy, and to a degree I think that's okay because it gets you prepared for the online. I did play online just to see how the lag was, and honestly it's good, but yeah, people online are obviously less merciful than the computer. As we just watched the computer take me down pretty easily there. People don't mess around online, but it's a fighting game. You'd expect that, right? Yeah, there we go. I just want one. Oh no. Oh, that was cool. Oh man, Tenchi's not messing. He's all mad because I took that win off of him earlier, and now he's not messing around with me. Oh man, at least I got two of them, I guess. How about I try a different character that I've never played as, and then we'll kind of go from there. Now they do have career mode, they have an arcade mode, and then of course you can play against the computer. Career mode is pretty much you just playing again, just fighting. Let's see who should I use. Let's try Naomi. Let's see how this goes with Naomi here. Oh, okay. See, this is that Kiko in the top? Oh, okay. Wow. Oh man, the cat's not messing around. That's what I mean. Like the characters are fairly unique, which is really cool. Oh, okay. I have no idea how to play as Naomi, which is kind of an issue. Oh. So it looks like I do have an ability to, oh, okay, so he has like Naomi has like a quick punch almost. There we go, keep powering up. Okay, there's like a nice hook. Naomi has a nice drop down. Oh, that was cool, okay. All right, so I'm kind of liking Naomi right now. Naomi's being some business here. Okay, I'm just power. All right, this computer doesn't seem as upset as the other computer I was playing against. This computer seems a little nicer to me. Or I just got lucky, or the computer got stuck in some kind of loop that it didn't know what to do. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So I can power up almost like, it's almost like a Dragon Ball power up. Ugh. I guess get my little special meter going there. So there's like so I should have a super that you, I believe, hit A and B, and kind of the diagonal down if you want. There we go. Oh, that was one of them there. It's like this combo that happens. I don't know what is going on with this computer right now, but I guess I should be happy and take it. We'll just take that one. So the career, it seems like again, you basically just play through the game in a series of fights, which is fine. It's good practice. I think the biggest thing is people are going to be playing online, obviously, and I'm curious if this will also turn into a game that's maybe like a cult following type of tournament that happens, you know, where people really like the game, and I don't think it'll ever show up at EVO or anything like that, but I could see people getting into it to where it has like local tournaments around and stuff for places that are really into the different fighting games. And I believe online, if you go online for Steam community and stuff like that, people are really into it. Oh, there you go, my ranking went up. I'm 12, okay. 12 point, yeah. So I'm 1,000 now, cool. I guess I'll exit. Wait, was I playing online against somebody? That might have made more sense why I might have won. There you go. So maybe you saw that. So maybe someone let me know down in the comments. I didn't log in, so there's also lessons. So if you have lessons, you can go through that. Training, which of course lets you just kind of hang out, turn on hitboxes and everything. So I couldn't have been. I didn't log in. So overall, the game is fun. It's $10. It's definitely more for a hardcore fighting fan. I'm gonna put that out there now. So if you're not really into the fighting games like that, you're more of a casual, you might not have as fun of a time here. But for $10, it's a callback to the old SNK style games. It might be worth looking into. So guys, I hope you like this look at Pocket Rumble. It's finally out. Finally. So make sure you guys give this video a like if you enjoyed this look, dislike it. If not, let me know everything I was doing wrong in this video, because I'm sure there was a ton. And I'll see you guys next time.